Greetings, James and Michael. There's been some conversations we've been having about the cymbals that I have on my kit, so I thought I'd give you a quick little guided tour. So I have a lot of Z Customs. I've got basically mostly Z Customs and A Customs, but I'll basically give you the whole rundown. I'll start with the ride. It's a 20-inch Z Custom ride. And then I have an 18-inch Rock Crash and a 17-inch Rock Crash. I have also this China. I think it's an 18. Yeah, I think it's an 18. 18-inch Z Custom China. And then I also have the Z Custom Master Sound hi-hat. I really like the hammer patterns on them. They have sort of a radiating appearance to them, kind of a counterclockwise splash to their appearance. You can see they kind of go in a little bit of an arc. I just thought that was really beautiful. Then I have A Customs. I have an A Custom 16-inch crash. A 14-inch crash. And a 10-inch splash. And is that an 8 or a 6? What's it say? I can't even see. That's an 8. And then I have this Oriental 8-inch China Trash, it calls it. So that is all of them. And I might as well also cover the kit itself. It's a Pacific or PDP. I believe it's called an LS. It's discontinued now, but it was circa 2004. It's birch. It's made by Drum Workshop, but it's actually made in China and imported for Drum Workshop. It has some inspirations from Drum Workshop drums, but they've cut a few corners, so it's definitely a more budget-oriented kit. But it's still very good quality for what you get. It's a very good value for your dollar. And this is the snare that came with the kit. It's a 5-piece. And then sitting over the top, this was actually a gift from my lovely bride. Big fat snare drum. These just overlay right over the top, and it's just amazing the difference that they make. I mean, you're familiar probably with Moon Gels. But just listen to the difference between with and without. It literally sounds like a big fat snare drum, which is why they call them that. This was actually a 2-pack that Jennifer gave me. One is the donut and one is not. And I just set it aside over here on my 14-inch floor tom just to get it out of the way, and I just loved how it sounded. It just sounds so much richer and bigger. It just sounds bigger. And then I just very recently got matching donuts for my toms. I just love them. Such an inexpensive, simple little upgrade. The hardware for the hi-hat and the pedals, they're DW5000s. And, actually the rack, I found that on my Facebook marketplace a couple years ago. So that was something I'd always wanted, and I finally got. And then this cheap little thing, this is my sample pad. It's very budget oriented. It's just a few $100, not terribly expensive, but just silly things. You can load on it different WAV files onto the SD card there, and yep, that's that. There's my vocal mic. Down there is my digital mixer right there, and headphone amplifier, which also serves as a digital audio interface, which I have connected to my Mac, which I'm running Reaper, and then that there is just a secondary monitor off of this computer, and it is the interface for the digital mixer. There we go. And this is really cool because I could have fellow musicians over. They can each plug into the headphone amplifier, and with an app on their phone they can dial in their own mix however they want it. So pretty neat stuff. Really happy with the way that it's all working. And then all the drums are mic'd. I've got overhead mics for recording that I'm dabbling with, and all of those mics are connected to the digital mixer and then brought over via USB to Reaper. And also I can hear them in my little in-ear monitors when I'm out here. And why would I want to amplify my drums in a tiny space like this and put them through my ears? It actually does really help. I can actually catch myself making mistakes that I otherwise would have missed if I just had earplugs in to protect my hearing. At least this way I can actually hear where I'm screwing up and get better. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this little tour of my kit, and specifically my cymbals that I know was a topic of interest with y'all. Oh, and then one last thing. This is a piece of hardware that I just got not too long ago. It's this clutch that allows for the hi-hat to remain closed even though there's no foot on the pedal, and then simply hitting the pedal causes it to rise up again. So that way I can cheat. In theory, I can just hit that and then be both feet on the double pedals and still have a closed hat. Although, to be honest with you, it's a habit I have yet to develop. So, you add this little toy, and then it's like, okay, well, now I got to develop a habit for actually using it. And then when I'm done with this, then I just hit the pedal, and then it pops back up again. It's not really instinctive. If you haven't ever played like that before, it's a whole new skill to develop. Anyway, now I'm done. Hope you enjoyed.